If you're trying to decide between the Momcozy V2 and the Momcozy M5 wearable breast pumps, then stick around, as in this comparison, I am going to walk you through the similarities and the differences between the Momcozy V2 versus Momcozy M5. So let's get started. First of all, I think the most obvious is the design. So your M5 is an all-in-one wearable breast pump. The pump motor sits on top of your collection cup, and there is no tubing or anything else. This is your pump and the complete unit. With the V2, you have your pump motor that is connected to your cups, collection cups, via your tubing. There are some advantages and disadvantages to both these designs. Obviously, that your M5 is a little bit more discreet. You're not having to worry about tubing getting in the way or being visible. It's also probably a lot easier. Again, there's less pieces to connect. However, it is heavier. So when you are wearing these pumps on your breast, the M5 is it is heavier. It is very lightweight for a wearable breast pump. So I should point that out. It is only 230 grams. So it is very lightweight, but that is in comparison to just 120 grams with the collection cups on the V2. So there is a weight difference. Whether or not it's going to be too noticeable, I guess depends on how sensitive your breasts are to having that extra weight at the front while you're wearing them. Other part in design is having the tubing. That is just another part to maintain and potentially need to replace. But what I do like about the V2 is it has this teardrop shape. So it is a little bit of a different design. So when it's on your breast, the top part especially, it's a little bit more breast-like shape. However, it is bigger. So if I put these side by side, you can see slightly that it is bigger. Now, this does have its advantage because the capacity is a lot bigger. So if you're an overproducer of milk, the M5 only has a 5.4 ounce capacity. So it may not be enough depending on how much output you get, whereas you definitely get a lot more capacity with the V2. So it's 6 ounces, but it does go up to 7. So again, that is an advantage depending if you're an overproducer or not. And again, another advantage of the cup is, imagine you are wearing this, you can instantly see into the V2 or where you're at with your pumping stage, whereas with the M5 you have to kind of move your breast around or your head more likely to see where you're at in terms of capacity and fill rate. So I do like the transparent design of the V2. Now let's talk about the actual suction and the differences that there are there. So both of these pumps come with 3 different modes. You have the stimulation, which is for initiating your letdown. You have your expression, which is the long drawn out suctions for drawing out your breast milk. And then you have a mixed mode. Now the mixed is short and long, so a mix of your stimulation and expression. But where I do think the M5 shines is that it also has a vibration feature. So if you can imagine this is on your breast, just gently inside, it is vibrating, which loosens up all the milk from your milk ducts and helps to draw out even more milk. So I do love the vibration feature that does come with the M5. Now, In terms of suction levels, both come with nine suction levels. Suction strength, they are pretty similar. The M5 is slightly more powerful with up to 300 milligrams of mercury, but the V2 is very similar with up to 288 millimeters of mercury. So there's not really much in difference between those in terms of suction strength. What there is a little bit of difference is battery life. So here the M5 has a battery life of 120 minutes, so 2 hours, which is 5 to 6 pumping sessions. This though is really where the V2 shines. It's up to 180 minutes, which really does give you a couple of extra pumping sessions. So the battery life on the V2 is definitely another big plus. In terms of charging though, it's 120 minutes for the, 170 minutes for the V2 and 120 minutes for the M5. So the M5 is quicker to charge overall, but you do get less battery life. Okay, one of the next big differences is the flange design. So I've already talked about the capacity, but let's talk about the actual flanges. So both of these pumps I love. They come with additional inserts. They come with your nipple measuring tool. They both also come with a 27 millimeter flange. So it does give you both very similar, but I love because they give you the opportunity to find your right fit straight out of the box and start pumping straight away. They also both come with this trademarked double fit flange. So this is designed for extra cushioning, but also to help with getting a great seal for your suction. But you will see slightly, it's a bit harder to see. The angle of the M5 is slightly different. So that is 105 degrees. So this is more to mimic the position of your baby's mouth, and it is designed to help with better comfort levels as well as milk output. So that is slightly different to the angle of your V2, which is straight on. Okay. Other differences, really, there is not a lot that I haven't covered already, and similarities. Noise, they are both very similar. The M5 is slightly louder with up to 50 decibels versus the 48 decibels, but again, that's probably not going to be too noticeable. What I do love though is, let me move these out the way, the M5 does come with this very handy hard shell carry case. Now, this is a big plus for me. I feel like this is a whole pile of added value that gets included with your pump. So that is definitely something to consider, that you do get this included in your set. Overall though, I think they are both great pumps. What it comes down to for me is really how are you going to be using your pump. Is the capacity of the V2 going to be a bonus for you? Is the extra battery life going to be something that you really do need? Is having the extra comfort from having a lightweight pump on your chest going to be beneficial? Or would having the vibration mode, the all-in-one unit without the tubing, going to be something that stands out for you? So really, both are great pumps. It comes down to what is going to work best for you and your situation. I hope this review helps. If you have any questions, then please let me know. Thanks.